I'm Frazer Clarke, heavyweight boxer. I'm in camp here at Loughborough University, and today I've got Lennox Lewis, former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, coming down to see me in camp, and I've heard he might even take me on the pads.
Lennox Lewis is British and he's bad.
Lennox Lewis!
I want to prove that I'm the best heavyweight on the planet.
Oh, he's got him in the right. And he might take another one this time. It is stopped. Lewis knows he's got him going here. It's a big right hand, and it stumped Motor halfway out of the ring. Oh, wonderful shot by Lennox Lewis. That's a crunching right hand, and that must finish it. Lennox Lewis seals his place in history forever.
One of the best to ever do it. Pass me some wisdom.
Yes, of course, man.
Okay, let's go.
I tell you, there's one thing that I love what you do, bro. Keeping your hands up.
Yeah.
That's such a necessary thing, which a lot of people don't have. They're always starting with their hands down here. Then in the middle of the fight, guess where their hands is still? Down here.
Yeah.
But if you put it up here and start with up here, it'll come down a little bit before the fight. But that's excellent.
It's one of the habits that I've been trying to, I think from first day I walked in the gym,
Yeah.
I always got taught, this is where these stay.
Right.
And I think over years, sometimes I've started to this, but then coaches on my case all the time now. It can't protect you down here.
Right.
Here, it protects you,
I had this built-in radar type of thing. As I'm getting away from the person, I know how far to stay.
Yeah.
As I'm getting closer, my hands come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that.
Closer you are to danger, the higher they gotta be. I always got taught that.
Yeah, I got some things to tell you and show you today.
I appreciate you coming down, man. I really appreciate you coming down.
It's so one-sided. The towel's in. Big praise with a big shot. That's how you do it.
This is heavyweight boxing, and there is nothing quite like it.
I'm 9 fights in as a pro. Physically, it's always hard. We're in the sport of boxing. I think mentally, it can be just as tough. How do you deal with that mental side of things?
Well, the mental side of things, I had like a lot of different things happening in my career. I had press against me, saying bad things, always not gonna make it. And then it's like, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta what are they talking about? They're talking hogwash, and you can't believe that. If you believe that, it's like, it'll put your mind soft. You gotta make sure that your mind's always strong. And for me, I believed in myself so much that people thought I was like, he's full of himself. But you gotta be full of yourself, because you're the one that's doing the training. You're the one getting up every morning. You're the one that has to look after what goes in your body. You're the one that has to look after your rest. And basically, it's lonely at the top.
I found that early on, so straight out of the Olympics, I signed with Boxer and Sky Sports, and I was on the TV all the time, and I feel like it gave a certain expectation of this guy's going to come straight into the pro ranks and just be like the made finished article. No. And it was far from the truth, because I just felt like I was starting again. So yeah. I think that was what I was trying not to listen to all that noise, but sometimes it was hard to, in this day and age, it's hard to get away from it.
Yeah.
What would be your advice be to just eliminate that?
Well, it's easy. It's like, you filled your cup up as an amateur champion. Mm-hmm. Now you want to be a professional champion, so it's a refill of your cup. It ain't gonna come to you. You gotta put in the time. You gotta put in the effort, and then you gotta know what to work on. So if you're sitting there and you're boxing, your feet are in quicksand, that's no way to box. You're not gonna get too far that way. And then another thing, if you look at all great heavyweights had great jabs, so you gotta develop that jab. Very important. Every great heavyweight had a good jab.
Peppering him with a jab, so dominant, so supreme.
The David Tua fight, very interesting fight that I watched of yours. Obviously the game plan was keep him at bay, because he was dangerous with the hooks.
Yeah.
You did that so well. The discipline to do that was impressive.
Yeah, and you know what? I didn't know that it was gonna be that type of fight. you know, everybody was saying to me, watch out for his power, watch out for his power. And I watched him, you know, he's got good power in that left hook. So mentally I said to myself, let me just stay away from that left hook for a minute. But I went out there and I hit him with a good combination, 1-2, and I hit a body shot, and he felt that. And then he kind of calmed down. And then my thing was always to move, because I trained to move in that fight. Couldn't catch up with me. He was actually disappointed that he couldn't catch up with me. And, you know, certain fights you can go in and you can win them at distance. You don't have to get in there close. And that's the fight that I did. I went in and boxed him at distance and just won and went home.
Until I turned pro, I never knew the jab can do so much damage.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously in my last fight,
Yeah.
it ended up in a wall, but the guy's face, Fabio's face, was bust up, and,
Yeah.
and I think the majority of that was from the jab. So
Yeah.
I think that's something that I'm going to obviously through my career always continue to try and develop and different jabs. Now, I don't want to become predictable with it.
Yeah.
I'll be able to mix.
No,
it
I
up
got
a bit.
I got some ideas for you too. We can work on them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, once you develop the jab, then you got to develop the right hand, and even both of them together. Each combination you got to develop one at a time.
Yeah, I mean, you said in earlier when we were talking, you said something about rest.
Yeah.
This is another thing. Obviously, I'm learning all the time, and I'm glad that I've got you here today to pick your brains on these things. What do you call rest? What do you call what when you talk about rest? Like today for me was a big session this morning, and then the rest of the day is rest.
No, well then, what do you consider rest?
No, I mean, I think not training again.
Right.
But I suppose I've got a couple of friends in the game that speak to me often. And one day I said, they said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm rested." They said, "Where are you?" I said, "Where are you?" I said, I'm having a walk around the park to get some fresh air. He said, "No." He said, "Get your feet up on the sofa, and that's rest." How did you use the rest?
Yeah, there's different types of resting. Mental rest, physical rest. What makes you feel good? You know, what makes me feel good is nature. So I like walking outside and even sitting outside. Sitting by water helps me. I love water. That really relaxes me. And what I'm talking about when it comes to rest is when you exert yourself so much and put so much into your sport. Rest is important. For me, because I've done it so much, I can go on a plane or a train and put myself to sleep.
Really?
Say, oh, we got 2 hours, I'm gonna go to sleep. I can put myself to sleep because during training, I had to go after my workout, make sure you go get your rest. Suppose I'm hyped, I don't wanna get my rest. I have to physically and mentally tell my body to shut down. And that involves talking to my body from my head to my feet and saying to relax. And then when I'm done that and kind of 100 sheep, I'm falling asleep.
You're gone. Training camp.
Yeah.
So, for you, where do you used to do your camps?
So for me, I used to do my camps in America, totally away, out of England, up in the bush. It's just bears and deers up there. Used to go up there in the winter time, and it used to be nothing to do. No phone, no nothing. You got TV. But totally focused on my boxing, getting in shape.
Watching you as a youngster, I want to look like Lennox Lewis. You know, you was always in fantastic shape. Was you just all round all year?
Well, you have to keep a certain percentage level of fitness, and then after that level of fitness I had, then if I took a break, I would still go running and keep that shape up.
Yeah.
But then when it came camp time, go to camp, and then you put it on even more.
Different gear, yeah. And I heard in a few interviews before you said about the nutrition. You're right. Your mother cooked all your food.
Yeah.
You know, I just respect that so much. And
yeah.
I've heard a lot of time over the years. Oh, you're so lucky. You're a heavyweight. You can eat what you want. People don't even understand, man. Like,
no, you can't.
I only have to look at fast food, and my weight and my shape is completely gone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, how was that for you? You know, did you find it beneficial?
Yeah, it was very beneficial. Mom cooking my food, and it's basically good food, like great home cooked food. I remember Don King asking me the same question. I said, "Well, my mother's cooking." He said, "Your mother's cooking? Well, this is great. Keep it up." So, you know, mother's cooking is always the best, but definitely keep a good routine of the food that you eat.
Yeah, I do.
You know, not a lot of sugar,
No.
you know, everything that can help your body, that's what you need to put into it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very lucky to be in this gym and at this university. You know, the guys from Loughborough, the university, they've helped me with the nutrition and I stay at a hotel on campus, and there's a very nutritious food. You know, their chef cooks for me. So
Who's your trainer?
a guy called Angel Fernandez.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you know, we're working together now for a couple of years, and yeah, I feel like he's bringing me on, and I'm learning, he's learning, and we're working it out together.
Okay, good.
I wanted to ask you one thing about rematches.
Yeah.
I've got a big rematch coming up October the 12th. I know in your career you had a famous rematch.
I had a couple famous rematches.
What do you change? How do you deal with it second time around?
Well, for me, it was easy because I understood the mistake. It's like, I know what I did wrong. I'm going to go correct it and then come back even stronger. For you, you're almost there, bro. All it is a little bit more conditioning and then the game plan.
Yeah.
And you're there. I was very impressed with your fight and said that, yo, this second time around, just need to fix a couple of things.
Yeah, I think I'm very much the same as you. I got back to that changing rooms and I didn't feel like, obviously the fight ended in a draw, so I didn't feel like he made it a draw. I felt like I threw it away. So, and obviously since that day, I'm not a big fan of watching myself back, but I've been hammered. I've seen so much of myself in my last fight, and I've not looked at me doing anything correct. All we've looked at is the mistakes you make. You know, these are the times, and it's that small percentage, you know, where you get punished in the fight. Our thinking for this fight going forward is, if we eliminate the mistakes and build on what we already had, you know, we're in a good position.
Great position, great position. I'm actually excited for your next fight. You know, I'm going to tell you a couple of things that you need to do and see them work.
The crowd on their feet roaring. These two incredible warriors on. And there goes the final bell. That was absolutely fantastic. What a fight.
My rematch with Fabio, the first one was labelled bad blood. And there wasn't that much bad blood, but there was a lot of like tension between us. We're both competitive guys.
Yeah.
We both want to win.
Yeah.
Your fight with Tyson, it seemed like there was a lot of build-up over years and years, and then obviously there was the breakout. It was at the press conference.
Yeah.
How did you control emotion going in the ring with him after everything that happened in the build-up?
Oh, this was easy. You see, after that press conference in New York where he bit me on my leg, to me, that really helped me train for him. That ignited me to train for him. You know, I actually put a picture of him up on the wall. Every time I woke up, I seen him, and I said, yo, I'm gonna get him back in the ring. He bit me, that's first blood, I'm gonna win second blood. And that's what I did. You know, I focused so much on training hard, getting in great shape, and coming out there and making sure that I didn't have no weaknesses that he could expel.
That's a crunching right hand, and that must finish it. It must finish it. Tyson cannot get up from that, surely. He will be counted out. Lennox Lewis seals his place in history forever and closes the book on Mike Tyson.
That was a great performance, and the finish. Most satisfying win of your career, would you say?
Yeah, it was a satisfying win because, you know, at one time I didn't know if I was going to fight him or not. I remember the sparring that me and him did, and I remember Customato saying, Mike, don't you do this. You're going to fight him one day. And I'm like, that was always in my head. Am I going to fight Mike Tyson one day, you know? But every fight that I fought up to that was thinking, I'm preparing for Mike Tyson. I'm preparing for Mike Tyson. So when all these guys came and I was boxing the short guys and boxing on the inside and pushing and dealing with shorter guys, all that was preparation.
Absolutely pleasure and honor speaking to you, and let's get on the ring and do some pads.
Yeah, man. Cool.
I feel like I could punch through a brick wall, you know, when on a fight night.
Oh, nice, relax. Don't give him too much.
Yeah, make sure you edit this. I don't want to know all the secrets.
And the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis.
Say it and believe it. Britain has an undisputed world heavyweight champion for the first time this century in the last fight of the century. What a moment that is for British sport.
all the training and stuff is hard. But this is the bit I look forward to, you know, being in the changing rooms again, my gloves tied.
Yeah.
Because then, you know, when that happens,
Yeah,
it's
you just wanna
you're
punch it.
someone else, yeah. I feel like I could punch through a brick wall, you know,
Yeah.
when on a fight night.
Okay. So when you throw one jab, bam, bring it right back and throw the other one. So it's boom, boom.
Yeah, and take your feet in with.
Yeah. Right. Didn't feel the power on the second one. Good,
Sorry.
good. Breathe, relax. Relax.
Breathing.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That's such an underrated thing in boxing, isn't it?
No, this is called the water breath. The water breath brings you back down to the level. When you finish, like, and you feel puffy and you want to control the breath. When I say control the breath, you got to take a deep breath. Now relax. Oh, I want speed.
Yeah.
Speed, no power.
Yeah.
Because speed, weight is power.
Yeah.
Speed. Nice. No, before you start, I don't want you like this. I want you moving,
Yeah.
and then it come off of the movement.
Yeah, nothing, out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's Nope, I seen it coming.
Yeah.
Better, a lot better. Good. Let me see that jab hook now. Stop. So I want to make sure your knuckles are hitting. And make sure it's a 45-degree angle when you're coming around.
Turn that fist.
Yeah, so we're getting away from the slapping aspect.
yeah.
And you gotta move.
Use the body.
Body.
Right.
So your end is like this. See how
Right.
my left hook is like that? All right. Like it. Oh, nice, relax. Don't give him too much. Don't give him too much.
Yeah, make sure you edit this. I don't want to know all the secrets. Your jab wasn't from here. Your jab used to come from here.
Yeah,
And that was because of?
because it's closer to the target.
I thought so.
If your jab's here, it takes longer to get there. If it's here, it's shorter. Slow down the jab now.
Yeah.
With the power, I want the speed. Speed. Yeah. Snap it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like it. Yeah. All right. Now come with the right hand after that. So,
Yep.
and it should go like this.
Yeah.
Better. Yes. Nice, relax.
I don't know if it's because you're here, but I feel good. This is the time now, you know, going through my mind, and I'm sure it's the same for you. I start visualizing, you know, the
Yes. You gotta visualize. Visualize what you wanna do. Visualize him, you know, his boxing style and what he's gonna do. And then visualize what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know, have that in your head so it comes to you like clockwork.
Yeah. It's like, obviously, the starter camp, it's there, but it's like fine tuning. It's slowly coming to that point of the triangle, you know, point of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Where each week, obviously, his picture's over there, same as it was, you know, for you.
Yeah.
How that's just a daily reminder of this is the guy that's trying to stop my progression.
You throw to the body. Which body punch you throw to?
Left hook or the right.
Right. Okay. So just let's do that easy. That's nice and easy. Left hook. Always thinking one piggy goes to market, the other piggy stays home.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want you to do it in your movement. You're moving. I've always said, if you move to this side, you're ready there for a left hook. All you have to do is just move your body over. If you move to this side, you're ready there for the right hand.
Yeah.
So you got to get in place for that punch.
Yeah.
Make sure this right hand's up.
Protecting, yeah.
and you got to bend the legs a little bit more and bring it up.
Yep.
Okay, so another thing I wanted to tell you as well. So when we're trying to get away from a punch, throw a jab at me.
Yeah. Also, yeah. You can.
This is, see how I move?
Yeah, it's the hips.
And I twist the foot.
Yeah.
Just,
All in one movement, sort of.
yeah. Nice and relaxed. Yeah, that's it. Wave into it. Yeah, that's it.
A shot I've definitely been trying to develop, my right hand.
Yeah.
You landed probably the best one I've ever seen in a heavyweight fight, the rematch with Rahman.
Yeah, no, let me tell you. I was ready for Rahman. That was the return fight, you know, and I came back and I was moving. He was so frustrated that he couldn't catch me that, you know, he started putting out his hand like that. And my movement, I threw this type of right hand.
Yeah, it was the positioning for me, you know, like, it was like, you threw it him, but he was almost around the side.
The movement.
Yeah,
the movement did that. And
The setup.
it hit him. Once it hit him, it's like, yo, I'm back.
Did you know? You know, every time I've put someone over, I've never really felt the shot. It's so sweet.
Yeah.
And with that one, I feel like, to look at it, just felt like, as soon as you hit him, you could have gone home. You knew what was happening. He wasn't getting up.
Everybody heard the shot. That's how much of a bomb that shot was.
Oh, wonderful shot by Lennox Lewis, and he's laid out Hasim Rahman. Is he going to get up from that? It was a fantastic shot, and Rahman will do very, very well. He will be stopped. It is over. Revenge, redemption for Lennox Lewis.
All right, let me see your right hand then. Let me see just a straight right hand. All right, you see it again. Good. So I say the best path for a right hand is always straight.
Straight, yeah.
And then if the straight one is getting picked up, then you can loop it around.
Look at Bruno here, coming up from the left hook, catches him, and Bruno was hurt by that. And now Lewis is looking to close in to finish this, and Bruno is in trouble.
One thing I loved about you in all your fights, once you had him going, you really know how to put on the gas.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people always used to say in my fights, oh, he doesn't look like he has any killer instinct. I'm like, killer instinct? Killer instinct happens when it happens. Once I hit you, I'm search and destroy.
Yeah.
And then mentally I have to calm down because I'm so hyped. So I'm trying to get that blast off shot instead of relaxing and just boom, 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 do it normal.
Yeah.
So that's what you have. It's a discipline what you have to learn.
What do you think my chances are in the rematch?
I think your chances are great. The last fight was a close fight. This time you just got to step it up a little bit more. Go back to the drawing board, come back to the basics.
I've put the work in, it's been a tough camp. I'm going to go in there, like I do every time, give 110% of my soul and body, and I'll come away with that win.
Good luck.
Thanks, Jeff.
Sky Sports. Feel it all.